So we had two juries here. One of the juries for the People's Choice Award, you guys filled in an average of 30 to 35 scorecards for each presenter in 6 sessions, and we even got a couple of bonus cards turned in. So I appreciate your participation and the group wisdom. And when I look at the numbers on the People's Choice Award, it was kind of close. Because we had a couple of numbers in the high 17s. But in fact, Brian Cronin, congratulations. And you try and bowl a googly with this.
Bill, take one step, both.
For the People's Choice and the adjudicated awards, where we had people with multiple letters behind their names who were scoring on more technicalities and more aspects of the presentation, but they still more or less tracked in line with the People's Choice Awards. However, I'm going to give, although we have only just one winner.
Slides are up now if you want to.
Okay. How am I going to do this? I'm making this up. We have a little bit of history, because the slides are up. So I've mentioned to you that Al Danforth and Ray Bate were the initiators of this series of conferences, and there's Smiling Al in front of the Queen Elizabeth Conference Center back in about 2003, and there he is chatting with Ray Bate and Ian Points. Ian's been a longtime member of the HGS and has helped with most of the conferences. So anyway, there were probably, that photo I think was taken towards the end of the conference that year, which meant that they were starting to plan the conference for the next year. And that coordination between Ray and Al was one of the reasons why things went so well for as long as they did. So that's Al being presented with thank you from the HGS after one of the HGS conferences that was held here in Houston. That's Al with his committee, and that's a report from the HGS Bulletin that year. Al, in 2011, was awarded with lifetime membership from the HGS, so there really wasn't a whole lot else that we could do to honor him, other than name an award in his honor. Unfortunately, Al left us in July of this year, but he is going to be long remembered. You will have noticed the references to Danforth et al. 2011 in the last presentation by Jamoke. That wasn't planned because she was originally supposed to be speaking this morning, but we switched her up just so that she would be able to mention Danforth one last time in the final presentation. And very kindly, Carlota Danforth and her son have agreed to step forward and make the presentation of the award. So folks, if you could do that. I'm going to keep you up here just another moment or two, because this one was close enough that I'm going to mention that we have a third place, a second place, and a first place, and only the first place winner gets to walk away with the prize. But the marks were close enough that I absolutely felt it was necessary to mention them. So in third place, Mr. Watson. That was a pretty good presentation. They got high marks. It came, you're on the podium, it came a pretty close bronze to the silver medalist, Craig Schiefelbein. And Craig gets to share the prize with himself because he also came first. Both his presentations tied. And we can only give you one award, Craig. So You look a little heftier than your mom. If you wouldn't mind,
Go ahead.
dump that in Craig's lap. Can we have a photograph?
That is a serious,
That's why I brought him.
it's not attached. So, maybe we need
Thank you to Bill Dickson for inviting me here and starting the idea of the award. I think was your idea, maybe combined with other members. It was very heartwarming. Al passed away July 4th, suddenly in the hospital. We had no idea he was that bad off. And then there was a hurricane, so not much was going on, and I started fingering through his phone and notified Bill and other people that knew Al. So I want to mention that our son, when he graduated from college, he helped at the African Symposium, that's I remember it was called initially, in 2012. So that was another reason for bringing him. And thank you for your participation and interest in all the developments in Africa.
And with that, and our stunned first place winner, and second place winner, we bid you all thanks, adieu, and see you in London in a year's time.